test. Defense played for 4 quarters. Man, this was exciting. Okay, I'm just going to start from the top. Mahomes didn't have that great of a game. He passed for a shit ton of yardage. He got him down the field quite a bit when he could. And the game looks pretty even straight across the board statistically. Here we go with the analyst bullshit again. Statistics determine what's on the scoreboard. Statistically, if you minus the turnovers, we were +3 in the turnover column. Statistically, the Jaguars should have played just as good as we did. See how stupid that sounds? There you go. Go be paid to be an NFL analyst. I want to be an NFL analyst, but I'm too biased. I like the Chiefs too much, but I'm rational. Anyways, that's off topic. So, the defense ran this game. They beat the goddamn brakes off of Jacksonville. I mean, they made Bortles look like a complete asshole out there. It was wet. It was rainy. That didn't affect him from throwing it. Mahomes still slung it all over the field. Mahomes didn't get a touchdown. He didn't throw for a touchdown. He ran for one. He didn't throw for one. So Jacksonville is officially the first team to keep him scoreless. I mean, I guess Denver was last year. But they definitely should have caught some. I mean, that they dropped. But anyways, that's a different game. We always wanted the defense to play for 4 quarters. You know, that's what Kansas City fans wanted this year. Was we knew we had a good quarterback. We know we got a stellar offense that can beat anybody. We just needed a defense to play phenomenal. They did it. They did it. They played 4 quarters, and they played lights out. They played lights out football. Steven Nelson got beat one time. Never happened again. Never happened again. He got beat, I think, on the second drive of the game by Jacksonville. He got beat one time. That was it. That was the end of that shit. That never had. He never allowed that to happen again. Chris Jones got a pick 6. A lot of our guys got ejected. We lost 2 linemen. We lost D Ford, which was kind of stupid. That was for like no reason. And we lost Chris Jones because he decided to Charlie horse one of the Jaguars in the leg. Now, it's funny to me because I've never seen the Chiefs be this aggressive on defense. Like, they were hitting people hard today. They tackled for the most part. This was by far the most complete I have seen this defense play this season. By far. They only allowed 14 points. Jacksonville's not a pushover. They're really not. I mean, they beat the hell out of New England, but that was earlier in the season. That was earlier in the season. New England's really hot right now, and we got to play them next week. So, in my personal opinion, that's going to be the real test. The ball, I'm sure, was soaked. It was raining like hell out there. Mahomes threw 2 picks. And I would say both of them were pretty good defensive plays. I'll just say that now. The first one he threw was kind of high, and I thought, okay, he's got the monkey off of his back. You know, what's he going to do now? And you see him on the sidelines jumping up and down and cheering the defense on and smiling. He doesn't let that shit bother him. And that, you know what? That's what you want out of a quarterback. A guy who throws an interception and he doesn't get pissed off. You know, I've seen Aaron Rodgers. And I get it. You know, you want to be better than that. I've seen Aaron Rodgers throw an interception and go to the sidelines and get all fucking pissed off and throw shit. And next thing you know, he throws 3 more after that. You can't let the game get in your head. The second interception he threw, the first one was just a little bit too high. The safety jumped it. Knew it was going to happen eventually. I'm just glad it took this long to happen. And the second one was just a really good route. I mean, or really good coverage. Our guy ran the route, and Mahomes threw it, and he undercut it. He's a gunslinger, man. He thought he could fit it in there. You know, like I said, he's going to try to, and even the analysts were smart enough to say this. He's going to try to throw footballs that Other people can't. He's going to try to fit it in there. And that second pick was just the dude was right on top of it. I mean, he couldn't have played it any better. He kind of baited Mahomes. He set back a little bit, made it look like he was a little bit behind the receiver, and then when Mahomes threw it, he undercut it. But regardless, Mahomes didn't throw for a touchdown, and he threw 2 picks, and we still won 30-14. Mind you, the defense had 2 or 3 picks in the red zone. I can't remember which one. And right after that first interception, D Ford causes a fumble. Chris Jones had the only pick 6. So don't use the defense bullshit. You know, the defense won you the game. The defense played phenomenal. They knew they had to step up, and they did. But besides those 7 points, what would that be? 23? 23-14. So it would have been 23-14 anyways. So he still would have won. Mahomes still got us up and down the field. He still ran in a touchdown. Kareem Hunt had 87 yards on 22 carries, 1 touchdown. Travis Kelce had 5 receptions for 100 yards. I mean, their top receiver had 76 yards, and that was Moncrief. This defense just played insane. Out of, what was it, the 5 times? What was it? Out of the 5 times that Jacksonville was in the red zone, they scored once. That's how balls out this defense played. They had interceptions in the red zone. They had 4th down stops. Bend, don't break. They got it done. You know, it would be nice to punch in a 7 points instead of 3. But it is what it is. You get your points and you go. Next week is going to be the real test, man. You know what? The Patriots start off slow, but when they heat up, that's when you don't want to play them. The Patriots are who the Patriots are. And they've been murdering football teams lately. It may be our first loss. I'm not going to lie to you. And you know what? I wouldn't be disappointed if it is. I certainly don't want it to be our first loss. I think it's a very manageable football game for Mahomes and the defense, especially if the defense played like they did this time. But you know what? Blake Bortles isn't Tom Brady. Tom Brady's had a tough time against Kansas City. He really has. He's won in the playoffs, of course. You know, because he don't lose in the playoffs. If he does, it's rare. But in the regular season, we've had a number on him. But Bortles is not Tom Brady, and Tom Brady is not going to throw 5 interceptions. He's just not. Tom Brady is going to score points. Patrick Mahomes is going to have to score points. That's the bare bones of it. Patrick Mahomes is going to have to score points. But he did a pretty decent job. You know, Sammy Watkins had 6 receptions for 78 yards. Tyreek Hill. Oh, yeah, here we go. Tyreek Hill. Jalen Ramsey. Shaking up 5 minutes into the game. He was riding a damn pine. I seen Jalen Ramsey make 1 good coverage on Tyreek Hill today. The rest of the time, even if they didn't throw it to Tyreek Hill was smoking his ass down the sidelines. The same thing that they said was going to happen. Everybody's seen it coming. I mean, it wasn't a mystery. You know, Jalen Ramsey is just another guy that talked shit, and then he came to Arrowhead and got blown out. I'll play press man on Tyreek Hill. Yeah? You know what I seen? I seen him 10 yards off the goddamn ball, and he was still passing him. He was still getting burnt by him. 10 yards off the ball. You can't defend Tyreek Hill. If you do, you're going to need both safeties. You're going to need double safety help. Tyreek Hill had 4 catches, 61 yards. I mean, these guys were getting chunk yardage. Get this shit. The team was 22 receptions for 313 yards. They averaged 14.2 yards a catch. That is insane. That is insane. 14.2 yards a catch. The longest was 41 or 40, and he had 36 targets. So he's 36 for 22, or 22 for 36. Well, I just really messed myself up right there. Yeah. Completed 22 out of 36. Mind blown. I've been sleeping most of the day, so that's probably why. Mahomes did get sacked. Oh, he got sacked once. O-line did great against Jacksonville's defense. So he had the 2 suspensions. Unfortunately, Tardif ended up fracturing his fibula, so he'll be out for a while. That's a hell of a loss on the O-line. But that gives Wiley a chance to play, and I believe Wiley is a rookie. So, that gives him a chance to show what he's made of, which, by the way, Travis Kelce was averaging 20 yards a catch. That's pretty crazy. But, yeah, Jalen Ramsey, you can just shut your mouth and sit down, just like the rest of them. Everybody knew you was going to look like a retard out there, and he sure as hell did. He looked really stupid. Okay, let me correct that. Bortles threw 4 interceptions. Coverage played good. Defense played lights out. I mean, they were getting the ball back to Mahomes. Even after turnovers and stuff, they were right back on the field doing work. This was a fantastic team win right here. We went into the half 20-0 and never looked back from there. I mean, this was really a fantastic football game. I feel like the team really came together here. Besides Mahomes throwing 2 interceptions, he never let it get to him. He stayed on the sidelines. He talked to his teammates. He laughed about it and smiled, kept everybody pumped up. And that's what you look for in a quarterback. Don't look at the negatives, look at the positives, and look at what's in front of you. So overall, this was a great win. I mean, it really was a great, solid win. We moved to 5-0. Denver got beat by the Jets, so they dropped to 3-2. The Chargers beat the hell out of Oakland. That's not really surprising. So Oakland's 1-4 now. By the time we get to them, their season probably be over with. So the Chargers moved up a game. Denver moved down a game. So we are definitely in the lead right now. We are 2 games ahead of everybody, which is a great place to be, especially playing New England and Cincinnati the next 2 games, and then Denver on the 3rd game. And I think that Denver game's going to determine a lot, because even with their loss, they're still riding in 2nd place. So if we can knock them down another notch, that'd be great. But yeah, next weekend we got New England on Sunday night, and that's going to be a very tough ball game. I think it's going to be another good one. We'll see how Mahomes bounces back from throwing 2 picks. It's just really good to see this kid not worry about his stats. He doesn't. Of course, he cares about turning the ball over, but he's not going to let it drag him down. He's not going to let that bury the whole team. I love seeing that. I love seeing it. He's not worried about his personal statistics. He's worried about winning. That's what he's in Kansas City for, and he said it before, and he did it. He did it. His statistics didn't look great, but he still won a damn football game, and that's what counts. We'll be in Foxborough next Sunday night. Hopefully we wear the all whites. I think that'd be pretty cool. But a hell of a ball game, man. Hell of a win. 2-0 at home, 5-0 overall. We'll be 2-0 at home when we play Cincinnati 2 weeks from now. Just a really solid win, man. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of the way the defense played. Nobody expected them to play like that this week. Nobody expected that. I was very impressed with the way that they played. And I think if coming off of these suspensions, we get our guys back, I think if their defense pressures Tom Brady a lot, I think they'll have a lot of success. And that's about the only way to tear Tom Brady down, is pressure him. And that's something nobody has really done this year besides Detroit. Detroit pressured them. Look how bad they are, and they won. And they ended up beating Green Bay today. So that's about it for this one. I mean, like I said, great team win. Hopefully we carry this over, and the defense carries over to next week. And New England's on a 2-game really hot win streak. They beat the Colts, and they absolutely beat the brakes off of Miami the other week, 2 weeks ago. So we'll see where it goes. You never know.